Back again from an early morning walk, and this morning it was a literal talk with, well, what turned out to be either an alternate version of myself or my future self, and giving counsel. That was actually fun. And was it pretend? I don't know. Does it really matter? Fact was, it had good outcomes, and really, all things are just kind of channeled from source through our inner being anyway. So if we're channeling different aspects of ourself, or we're just channeling our higher self, does it matter? No. What matters is that the outcome, the feeling, the counsel really resonated with me. A lot of kind of unexpected things. I was thinking of it as, okay, well, let's channel my successful self, whether it's in the future or just in an alternate timeline. And I was thinking in terms of business advice, but instead what I got was more of the vibrational advice. And ultimately, when you think of things in terms of what we can actually do and where the most important things, the most important actions we can take, they're all vibrational at their core, embodying the trust that we are much more than we see here in this physical, that we are source energy, that our job is to ask, to point to things that we want or improvements that we desire, and then to allow the universe to work the how out. Man, it takes a while to sink in. If you're anything like me, you've been working on this for some time. But that's good. It's undoing, for me, 50 plus years of programming. And I'm grateful for good parents, good family, grandparents, ancestors, to what extent they played a role. They've certainly passed down aspects that are both good and provide some obstacles to overcome, provide some areas for improvement, attitudes to examine, things to forgive and to move beyond. I love them, forgive them all, and forgive myself. I've certainly done, said, experienced, thought, felt unproductive things. Were they influenced? Yeah, I'm sure they were. But I've influenced my kids too. Well, recently, more for the better. But earlier on, despite loving them, I know I've caused them some angst or some feelings of inadequacy, or what have you. It's just life. I passed along what I knew. I did what I did in as much love as I could. Sometimes things were more selfish than I would like to believe. But we have a great relationship now, and I am, and I know my wife is. We're just trying to pass along to them all of the freedom we now feel, and how to be more balanced, and how to forgive themselves, and how to move beyond. That's just so much better. I feel so much better now than ever before in my life. And yeah, there's so much to keep working on. And one tidbit I want to share this morning is just some words that came back to me over the last few days, I guess, that have been kind of sinking in. And those are the words from Bashar about focusing on your highest excitement. And that may not always be what you think. It's maybe not the highest urgency, or what your mind tells you is the urgency. But really reflect, what is the thing that I most want to do? And do it to the best of my ability, to the highest extent that I can, and then move on to the next thing. And those things may very well be things of temporal urgency. Like I had forgotten, I have a conversation with a lawyer at 9:30 this morning, and I need to do a little bit of preparing for it. And the outcome of that could be really exciting, just some different avenues and ways to handle my current situation. And that needs a little bit of time and attention. But I know there are other things that speak to me in my mind that I should do, that I feel like I should do, that are not as important, or definitely not my highest excitement, better said. So I'm going to trust that those things of my highest excitement are going to be foremost in my mind as I focus on what that excitement is, what my inner desire is, and then I'll focus on doing those. And even though I had a wonderful conversation today, and I asked my higher being what other things I should know, and some good things came through. Not more reminders than anything, kind of the counsel to remember that you are in the process of remembering who you are and embodying who you are. So that was good counsel, good thoughts, and just good reminders. Remember. But also, the thought came to me also from Bashar was identifying when I feel that separation from Source, when I don't feel that positive connection, when I don't feel well, when I don't feel good, when I can feel that anxiety, any concerns or fears, even if they're not registering, it's that underlying vibration. And when you feel peace and calm, it's gone. So Bashar, his counsel is, don't be afraid to dig in the dirt, so to speak. Ask yourself, what would I need to believe in order to feel the way that I feel? And dig around a little bit. And for me, it came down to feeling like there were some problems that would hit me today that I didn't want. And why? I had to dig a little bit deeper, because I felt like I wasn't good enough or ready, and you dig a little deeper and it wasn't worthy of receiving the benefits and the ease and the flow and the forward momentum that I wanted. And once you kind of dig those up and say, is that true? No, it's not true. I know certainly at an intellectual level that I am no less worthy of what I want than anybody else, and that what I want doesn't detract from anybody else, and in fact benefits lots of other people besides myself. So that's the intellectual level, and then just kind of remembering and drilling it in. You are good. You're worthy. You're ready for this. You are doing good things with the beautiful things you've desired, the desires you have, the manifestations that you've been given, you've done good things with. You are worthy. And you can feel, I can feel that immediate relief of, yeah, that's true. That's true. You have to keep doing that though, because they don't go away permanently. They kind of sneak back. It's an old energy, I keep reminding myself. That's an old, tired energy. So, it's a process. Life, our experience here is a process of being just conscious of both the positive aspects and the lower vibrational aspects that we've become accustomed to, formed habits around, that we want to let go. So there we go. My contribution today to you, whoever you are, to myself.